Most people think building wealth is about what you buy, but when you look at people who've actually accumulated wealth over decades, especially those who are now retired and financially comfortable, the pattern is usually the opposite. The biggest difference isn't income, it's what they consistently choose not to buy. In this video, I'm breaking down 6 assets that quietly drain wealth over time. Not because they're always bad, but because they consume cash, flexibility, and mental energy without delivering real long term returns. These are the kinds of purchases that look reasonable in the moment, but show up later as friction, stress, and regret. Before we get into the list, we need to talk about the framework behind it, because this is where most people get misled when evaluating good investments. For many working professionals, wealth is marketed as lifestyle upgrades: the second home, the luxury car, the complicated financial product that sounds impressive. But people who actually build wealth while working full time tend to focus on these 3 things instead: cash flow, liquidity, and simplicity. Now, time is already your scarcest resource. If an investment requires constant attention, paperwork, or stress, it's not an asset, it's another responsibility. Smart professionals understand opportunity cost. Every dollar tied up in the wrong place is a dollar they can't create flexibility somewhere else. With that in mind, let's get into the first one. Asset number 1, you guys: timeshares. Timeshares are sold as convenience, but in reality, they're one of the fastest ways to destroy flexibility and lose money. Owners often end up paying ongoing fees year after year just to use a property on someone else's schedule. Not to mention, most timeshares lose a significant portion of their value immediately and are extremely difficult, sometimes even impossible to sell. Successful professionals don't want permanent obligations attached to vacations. They want options. Now, asset number 2, rental properties with negative cash flow. Real estate can be powerful when it pays you, but properties that require monthly cash infusions while hoping for appreciation, those drain flexibility. Cash flow negative properties behave more like liabilities than investments, and professionals building wealth either demand positive cash flow or choose passive alternatives that generate income without management stress. If you're watching this and realizing that a lot of what passes for investing just ties up cash and adds stress, that's exactly why we built our real estate investing course. It's designed for working professionals who want assets that actually produce cash flow without adding a second job. If you want to understand how we approach that, there's a link in the description with more details. Now back to it. Asset number 3, you guys: whole life insurance used as an investment. Now, insurance is important, don't get me wrong, but using insurance as an investment usually isn't. Whole life policies are expensive and complex, and once you factor in fees and inflation, the long-term results are often modest at best. For many professionals, these policies end up locking away capital that could be used somewhere else in a way more productive manner. Financially savvy professionals separate protection from investing. They buy term insurance when coverage is actually needed, and they invest the difference. Asset number 4, luxury vehicles. Nice cars aren't the issue, team. Buying expensive cars is. High-end luxury vehicles come with rapid depreciation, and a large chunk of the purchase price disappears the second you drive it off the lot. And on top of that, a significant amount of cash gets tied up in something that doesn't produce any income at all, and it immediately starts losing value. Many financially smart professionals still drive comfortable, reliable cars, but they're intentional about how much capital they put into them. Choosing a less expensive vehicle, or at least not overbuying, can free up thousands of dollars every year. Money that can be invested, saved, or used to create real flexibility elsewhere. One of the most successful people I know drives an 8-year-old Toyota Prius, and they could be driving a Ferrari. Asset number 5, you guys: collectibles purchased as investments. We're talking art, classic cars, rare wine, memorabilia. As hobbies, those are fine, but as wealth building tools, they're risky. Collectibles are illiquid, expensive to maintain, difficult to value, and hard to sell quickly. High earners don't rely on assets that can't convert into cash when they need flexibility. Asset number 6, the last one: recreational properties you rarely use. We're talking the cabin, the lake house, the vacation condo. The idea sounds great until you look at how often you actually use it. Even if you're only there a few times a year, the costs never stop. Property taxes, insurance, HOA fees, maintenance, and repairs. There's a large amount of capital here that's going out, and that same money invested elsewhere could fund high-end travel without the ownership stress. Wealth builders rent experiences, they don't own obligations. If you remove these 6 wealth-draining assets, what replaces them? It's 3 principles, you guys. Number 1, income before image. Assets should support your life, not your ego. Number 2, liquidity matters. Accessible money reduces stress and increases options. And number 3, ruthless simplicity. Lower complexity means better execution and fewer mistakes. At the end of the day, building wealth isn't about owning more things. It's about creating flexibility. If you're a working professional and you want to learn how to invest in real estate in a way that prioritizes cash flow, simplicity, and long-term options, that's what our real estate investing course, First Asset Academy, is built around. And if this sounds like a fit, you can learn more using the link below. Now, I hope you learned something in this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, drop any questions in the comments, and make sure to subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.